something I feel really great about is the fact that I've actually ticked off like most of my bucket list already. We've had such an incredible decade doing amazing things, both with the band and in our personal lives, and I feel incredibly fulfilled. Hey, I'm Henry from Boston Manor.
And this is Mike from Boston Manor.
And this is Top 3 at Impericon Festival. Top 3 places to be. Ooh. On tour or anywhere? Anywhere. Ooh. I'm going to say Blackpool. No, not really. I'm going to say I really like San Diego.
I love Sardinia. I wish I could go there more, but I grew up there actually, and it's one of my favorite spots.
And Berlin, my favorite city in Europe. Burial Untrue is my favorite record ever.
I like Souvlaki by Slowdive.
And at the moment, Onima by Tool.
The world needs more heroes.
Yeah, I think that's what we need to.
I think I'm just gonna say these guys. Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I love these guys. I love my wife. She's mint. My kid inspires me. She's the best. It's cool to look at somebody who is so positive and happy and excited by the world and really just loving her little life. So she gives me a lot of inspiration. But in terms of like grown-ups, we need more grown-ups inspiring people and not scaring people, I think. This is a really bad answer to like a fun interview, but something I feel really great about is the fact that I've actually ticked off like most of my bucket list already. We've had such an incredible decade doing amazing things, both with the band and in our personal lives, and I feel incredibly fulfilled. Other bucket list stuff I want to do. I would really like to go to. I was going to say Latin America. We're about to do that, so very stoked about that. But I would really like to go just on holiday, not on tour, for a while to like Southeast Asia, to like Laos and Thailand and places like that, and just check it out. But I don't know. What about you?
I feel like Henry said, I feel like I've already done everything on my bucket list. If I died tomorrow, I'd be very happy. Well, I wouldn't be happy about dying, but you know.
I'd be happy if you died tomorrow. Bucket list stuff. We're terrible at this. I think I would love to see a really positive event that is a big kind of moment in history, like. You know, like whether it's like a music event like Live Aid or something like the Malcolm X I Have a Dream speech. I'd love to be present at a moment in history of something positive, not scary, where something like really great happens. That would be really, really cool to witness. Outside of maybe, just touring, I guess. Why I sleep.
Sliding doors.
I always get the second one, I've noticed. I should start giving you the thing first.
Inertia, actually. Inertia. Our drummer was watching us play it acoustic at a festival a few weeks ago, and he got goosebumps on his arms, which is so sweet. So
Bless him.
It's kind of a special song.
Yeah, I like that song.
Yeah.
We've been a band for 10 years now, so there's quite a lot of gigs. Well, a really big one, we played on the main stage at Download a few weeks ago, and our families were there and stuff, and we played to like, I don't know, 80,000 people, which was insane. And when we started this band in Mike's garage, I never thought we'd be doing that. So that was I think that was a bit of a big moment for us.
Probably playing Download Madrid in 2019 when... and we'd been touring the whole time and doing all of these festivals, and our favorite band Tool was playing all the same festivals, and we missed them every single time. And that night we got to watch them from our stage doing their thing, and we got to see everything, like all of the the performance, and it was awesome. And it felt like we finally got to see him.
Yeah, that was. I feel like that's crystallized in my memory the whole day. And then I don't know. The first gig we ever played. No, not the first gig actually. The third gig we ever played, which was just in a little basement in Manchester. And I think at that point I was like, I think we've got something going here. I think I like these guys. I think we'll keep going with this.
Deftones.
Deftones.
Tool. 9 Inch Nails.
9 Inch Nails. I wish I'd known. Sum this up. I wish I'd known not to take seriously what other people thought of our music so early on, and to worry less about how we fit in to, I guess, a scene or a landscape or whatever. I wish we'd just kind of spent more time just focusing on what we're doing right now. And it took us, we're there now, but it took us, I think, longer than I would have liked to have gotten there.
Yes, pretty much the same. I wish I cared less about what people thought. I can't think of anything else, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a lot of regrets necessarily, but I wish, honestly, controversial on this one, I wish we had taken more time to make our albums. Not that I would even necessarily change anything about them. I love them, but I just wish that we had. It feels like the first 5 or 6 years from when we released our first record, we were just through a washing machine of just touring and straight into making a record, straight into touring. And I wish we'd have gotten a little bit more time to just kind of relax in between the records and enjoy it, and maybe even tour a bit longer on them, especially the first record, into the second record, into the third record. I just wish we'd have gotten to kind of take a look around and appreciate where we were at a little bit more. But you kind of, in the music industry, is kind of going, yeah, we got to, the label's pressing us, we got to get on this, and then we're going to do this tour, so we need a new single out for this, and you kind of jump straight into it. But yeah, not to say that I would change anything about the music. I just wish that we'd have had more time to enjoy it, I think. I think I'm open to quite a lot of stuff, because I think the temptation is to be like, get Chino on a track, but then it's sort of probably wouldn't be very good, because it'd just be us worshipping Deftones, and we've got the guy from Deftones on the song. Not that Chino would ever want to do a Boston Manor song, but I think the most interesting collaborations come from where you least expect them. Our friend Debbie from the band Heriot, featuring on the last track on our most recent album, and Heriot are a really heavy metal band, bit of death metal, bit of black metal at times, and she's an unbelievable vocalist, and we wrote this kind of shoegazy sort of finale to the record, and she's screaming on it, and it goes all kind of black gazy and super cool, and I never would have thought of that, but it turned out so great. So I think, I don't know, I feel like the way Boston Manor is, we could have fun with any artist if they were up for it. I would love to see, I'm very into electronic music, I would love to see what certain artists would do with stems or even at the base level of a songwriting process. There's also loads of our friends that are even playing today that I think could be cool. Do you have anyone in mind?
Not particularly. I've always wanted to work with a producer called Kurt Ballou, who has done some of my favourite records. I think he's a fantastic producer.
Yeah, shout out Kurt Ballou, shout out God City, that would be cool.
Yeah, as far as artists go, I don't know. Chelsea Wolfe is a big one for me as well. Alcest, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to see Charlotte DeWitt do a fucking techno remix of a Boston Manor song. I think that would be so hard. It'd be heavier than any of the heavy Boston Manor songs. That would be sick. I would also love to hear. I like hearing female voices on Boston Manor songs. I think it's more interesting. So yeah, I don't know, but I think we're always open to anything if anyone's interested. Thank you for watching. This is top 3 from Boston Manor at Impericon Festival.